So now we may speak with Corin.
Ah, I had been waiting for your return. I've decided to leave the Round Table Hold after all. As I mentioned, I'm off in search of the noble Gold Mask. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantations you wish to learn, now's the moment.
And you actually do have a few things I don't have yet.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Now... I saw at Oslo, but he isn't here.
You have returned. What is it? Now,
So that leaves me to wonder, where on his quest line did I lose him? This is probably a New Mythrander 1 versus 2 problem again. I went through his quest as New Mythrander 2, but it seems I might have overlooked it as New Mythrander 1. Let's hope I am not too far, and can still salvage him. My suspicion is that I've left him with Lanya. Which will be annoying, but quick enough to fix. To bring him here to the Volcano Manor. I believe he should be out around here somewhere. Assuming he's here, that is. And that I haven't messed up somewhere else instead. Far too much to keep track of between playthroughs. Okay, so not there. It's on one of these islands. But which one? Brilliant. Managed to find him repeatedly. Only to mess it up this time. Found another Grace. But no sign of Oslo. I wonder... Again, I don't know where I might have missed him. There's a few different places for that to have happened. Well, I'll search these islands a little longer. failing, we'll look elsewhere. Though, as I said, I was completely expecting him to be at Volcano Manor. The enemies around here, at least, will not overly inconvenience me anymore. Nope. No, you don't. No. No. Ay. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Lanya. It's me, Diallos. Answer me, would you?
I fear I've come too late to aid Lanya. I did not find her in time.
Hello, friend. Tell me if you know, would you? The whereabouts of the hidden house of those despicable fiends. The recusants who hunt their fellow tarnished. They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. I, Diallos, swear to deliver the message.
As it happens, I do know where to find them now.
They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. I, Diallos, swear to deliver the message.
But alas...
They laid hands upon the tale of
Well, I don't actually have the option to tell him. So I suppose that's a new piece of information. Not necessarily worth the trip, but... at least I won't have to worry about this a fourth time. I was kind of expecting, if I had all gone all the way to Volcano Manor before meeting Hoslow there, as we have done, then we might actually have been able to tell him the answer. And I'm going to use this again, just to be rid of it. So then, Hoslow, you've returned to the Round Table.
Ah, you again, is it? The recusants sent a lackey. Can you believe they invited me to join them? Now, after what they did? I can scarcely believe it myself. Did they think me a fool? You might be surprised to learn I took them up on the offer. Then I only had to ask. The location of the recusant hideout. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. You'll rue the day you insulted my name by laying hands on Lanya. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all.
I see.
It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all.
Well, we'll see how true that remains, shall we? I suppose the only upside to this error on my part is that we get to see all three of these events back to back. The brutal slaying of Lanya, Diallos' fury, his declaration of revenge, followed by his learning where the object of his hatred may be found. And now we get to see what he chooses to do in the name of avenging Lanya. Come on. I was doing a dramatic pause, and you've ruined it by taking too long. Okay, now we're back.
Someone please kill him. That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard.
Didn't see you here before.
You're tarnished. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then please, kill the great serpent. The one that devoured Praetor Rykard. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. Worthy tarnished. Brandish the spear and run him through. The great serpent. That unspeakable monstrosity.
Oh, don't you worry. I will slay Rykard for all he has become. But I have use for him and his servants a while yet.
It's you, is it? Well, nice to see you again. So you've been invited as well, I see. Then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes?
You joined the recusants who murdered Lanya, your childhood friend.
I can tell. You're wondering about Lanya. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realize revenge is not the answer. According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of champions. And champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted path. It hit me like a bolt from the blue, that my former thoughts were simple naivety. Of course my heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness caused won't make me a champion, will it? Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid hard roads for us both, but such is true of any road trod by champions.
You claim that naivete was seeking vengeance, and here you are being beguiled by the promises of championhood, serving the evil of the recusants. You might accuse me of naivete for also serving them, but no, I am cold in this. I choose the hour of their deaths, and withhold them until I have gotten what I desired from them. But their judgment will come. You, on the other hand, you are merely a puppet, a servant, a slave. They play on your ambition, and you are a fool.
I always resented these hands, their pale complexion, a far cry from any warriors, the shame of House Hoslow. But that won't be the case for long. They'll be darkened by grit once I've set out on the path of champions. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all.
You are a fool, and I will leave you to rot. But I notice Raya has disappeared. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see this. A great big old snake.
Brave Tarnished, what is your business here?
I'm afraid this is not a guest room. What's that peculiar look upon your face? Goodness, am I still a serpent? Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful indeed. Oh, forgive my distress. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual, despite this appearance. Brave Tarnished, this is my true form. My real name is Zarias. Please forgive the deception. Do understand. This duplicity is my own doing. Lady Tanith speaks no falsehoods. And the Volcano Manor is just as it seems.
So you believe innocent Zarias?
Lady Tanith is my mother. I am told I was born by the grace of a glorious king. That my mother cherishes this form I inhabit. I am proud of what I am. But people are cruel. If they saw my true form, they wouldn't speak to me. And so I assume a guise when seeking new recruits. But you are not like the rest.
No, I'm not. I do not hold your shape against you.
My serpentine form and the name Zarias were secrets, known only to Lady Tanith and I. Now I share the secrets with you as well. Please keep them safe from anyone else.
I will. You have my word, Raya. Now, I go to slay another Tarnished. This one might be somewhat troublesome. Not least because I first have to find the road to him. But once I actually get to grips with him, he should be simple enough to fell. Let's hope we load in faster than last time. Ah, good. Let's put a marker so I have an easier time locating him. That breach is too deep from this side. So let's see. Yes. Doing 3 simultaneous playthroughs messed me up a little on who had done what. And blast it all. The issue, I hope, is resolved now. I can't think of anything else. But I couldn't think of anything else the first time either. Oh, what good is that really? Now we have a more Crabbo behind us, I suppose. Not going to bother to turn round to look. It is irrelevant to what we're doing. No, we're not going upward, I don't think. Ah, while I'm here, I will also grab this. I have plenty of stone sword keys to use. And this will enable me to get back here quickly. There are many, many valuables to be found in the mines. But right now, we're doing the Volcano Manor quest lines. So, back up we go straight away. We will, of course, get back to this. But for right now, this is simply a distraction. Ah, yes. I have to be careful not to be misled in this region, as it's very easy to wind up going upwards. But here is my target, Raleigh. At least I think it's Raleigh or really. Doesn't matter too much, I suppose. After all, not sure we ever see this fellow again. Certainly not after this, but... Oh, we both had the idea to leap at one another. It's rather hard to overcome the swords of Radon crashing down on you. Arrgh. Well, that's the end of you. Nice and simple. I kind of wish that there were more NPC invasions. Just so that you would have a better source of rune arcs. As I said before, I'm not overly keen on the multiplayer side of things. And as a result, I don't often get the opportunity to harvest rune arcs. And once again, we have quite the discovery on our hands. The Shaded Keep. Once again, we'll be back for this in a little while. Because there are simply too many things to do all at once here on Altus. And they rob us of Torrent straight away. We'll rest here, and then make our way back to Volcano Manor to receive our reward for our butchery. Again. We also haven't met all of the folk of the manor. There are a handful, more than a handful actually, that we have yet to stumble across. But we shall leave that for the time being. We need not disturb Rykard in his repose, after all. Not yet.
I see you've performed another task for us. Here is your usual reward. Please, take it. Now, perhaps the time has come to tell you
I thank you.
of the true ruler of this manor, Lord Rykard. The Erdtree blessed the Tarnished with grace, but it was all too meager in the face of the enormity of their task. The Tarnished were forced to scavenge, squabbling for crumbs, like the Shard-bearers vying for power in the wake of the Shattering. Our Lord, indignant, has refused to scurry about, fighting over what miserly scraps they allow us. If the Erdtree, and indeed the very gods, would debase us so, then we are willing to raise the banner of resistance, even if it means heresy. We at the Volcano Manor, under Lord Rykard, have sworn no rest until it is done. If you follow this heroic path, One day the Lord will see you. The Lord's visits with our champions are always a spectacle. It cannot come a day too soon. Did you see her? The girl,
And what know
Raya,
you of Sorias?
with her true face? Well, if she confided in you the name Zarias, then perhaps it is not my place to speak. But as her adoptive mother, I ask of you, please be kind to her. Look after young Zarias. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart. Honestly, I hardly deserve the sweet child. Please be kind to her. Look after young Zarias. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart.
I will not harm her. Not if I can help it. Now, we have another letter. I always forget in what folder these end up being. A written request from Volcano Manor disclosing the name of a tarnished to be hunted. As the final request, the letter is vivid red. Juno Hoslow, Knight of Blood. He can be found in the mountain tops of the Giants. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. And right there you see the end of our adventure. But, while I'm unable to fulfill that request, Bernal will have an alternative.
I knew you had it in you. Take this. A special invitation to hunt some of the first Tarnished who sat at the Round Table Hold. If you should accept, I'll next see you on the field of battle.
I do indeed accept your offer. And all the way over again. A written request from Volcano Manor addressed to Bernal, disclosing the names of 2 Tarnished to be hunted. Vargrim, the Raging Wolf, and errant sorcerer Wilhelm. Both men can be found in the royal capital of Leyndell. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. And now you see precisely why I chose to go out of my way to enter Leyndell first, and to get the Rampart Grace as well. This was done so that I would have a direct path leading to these 2, Vargrim and Wilhelm. And now I finally claim for myself the Raging Wolf armor set. But it is a little ways off just yet. We must fight 2 rather dangerous adversaries in order to claim our prize. Fortunately, we will have the assistance of the recusant Bernal. And he will help considerably. And now, we drop down onto the roof here. And from there down to here. And now doesn't this look familiar? And right out of the gate we get Alberich's set. Nice enough, but not nearly good enough. Now we face Wagram and Wilhelm. This can be a dangerous engagement. Wilhelm is a deadly sorcerer. And Wagram is nothing to sneeze at either. Wielding the god-slaying greatsword as he is. But with Bernal's aid, swiftly overcome. And with that done, we have only one more trial before us. At least, for now. It will be some time before we can enter the mountaintop of the giants. And now we get the Raging Wolf armor. Fantastic. Let's get into the light. Yep, an exquisite set, this. But enough gawking at it. We must speak to Patches to receive our final request for the day. The eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed that Patches was sitting out in the hall, waiting for us. And is it any wonder that Patches is a recusant? Taking up with evil in a way. But I can hardly blame him. It's far from the worst offense Patches has been guilty of throughout the Souls series. Looks like we're taking our sweet time loading in again.
Well,
That's better.
I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good,
There
though.
you are,
We're on the
Patches.
same side now. We'll do good work together.
If you follow this heroic path, one day the
Well,
Lord
that
will
reminds
see
me.
you. It
Since
cannot
I
come
slew
a day
Wagram and
too
Wilhelm, I should have a reward from Lady Tanith. I forgot. The reward was given by Lady Tanith, but received by Bernal.
By right. Let us tread the path of the recusant together, till we reach the miserable death that awaits us.
Death shall be your fate,
Oh, of
Bernal.
course. We can do business.
But it is
if you
not
like.
for me.
Patch's Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Especially for you.
Now, Patches.
Are you surprised that I belong to the Volcano Manor? I always hated the gibberish about Lost Grace and the laughable Two Fingers. I thought
Tell
you'd
me
been
about
behind an
yourself,
unmasking
Patches.
charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
And you have a few goodies. Particularly Margit's shackle.
Cheers for that. Ah, hello. What impeccable
That
timing.
is a truly
This
worthy
is for you.
addition to my arsenal right there.
You're new here at the manor, but if you complete the request, you can improve your standing. Relax. We're old friends. Time's come to pass the torch, right? Go on, break a leg then.
I get the decided impression he would not actually mind it if we perished here. Letter to Patches. Hunt Greathorn to Tragoth. He can be found at the ruin-strewn precipice. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. And now I think you all see what my purpose was in going through the passage at the beginning. Yes, traipsing all the way up through the long, winding tunnels with its poison mist and giant mining pick-wielding monstrosities and the dragon at the end. And I did so to meet with Tragoth. For now, I am about to slay him. This is the one and only request from the manor that I find somewhat distasteful. Yet I shall complete it all the same. Alas, Tragoth's gear is too good to pass up. It is one of the heaviest sets in the game, after all. Quite like the helmet of it as well. I do feel badly for catching you out like this. I'm sorry, friend. But it had to be done. And now, with our hands truly stained red, we return. And we get the bull goat armor. And to cap it off, we return to speak to Patches, to receive our due reward. The one that Tanith gave to him for his part. Though assigning patches apart doesn't exactly sit well, does it? Considering I'm the one who wielded the blade, and patches merely pointed me in the direction of poor Tragoth.
Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Emporium.
It is a nice image of Blide, but I would like to move on.
You hunted down Tragoth? Are you certain? No, it's quite all right. Fine work indeed. I'll give Tanith.
I believe there is something between
Some
us
rest
now,
by all
friend.
means. Cheers for that.
I will indeed rest. And then you will give me restitution.
Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Emporium. Sharper than you seem, aren't you?
So then,
I was
Patches,
just holding on to it for you, you know. There you go. The reward for
what of
hunting
my
Tragoth.
reward?
Or yours. Cheers for that.
Thank you. And with that, our business with the hunters of the manor is brought to a close. There is more to be done here, of course, but that shall wait for another time. As always, if you have enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.